In the name of Allah, the most merciful and beneficent. We welcome to our new session 2021-22, and today we are here with our first visual class of SST class 8. Okay. Before starting our chapter, you must have a glance upon your book, that is the World War Geography 3. Okay, look at your book, that is World War Geography 3. Okay. So, we will start our first chapter, that is about our regional neighbors. Okay, as you know that neighbors are very important in our daily life. Okay, the neighbors are the people that are very close to us, ourselves, and we must know about our neighbors. Okay, they are very important in our lives. Similarly, as in our daily lives, our neighbors are important. Similarly, in the economy and in other matters of our country, some of our regional neighbors are very important. Okay, this is a social contact between the different countries, and the countries that are closer to your country, they are having such important for your financial and strategical support. Okay, so if we talk about our regional neighbors, okay, we are having Sri Lanka, Kazakhstan, United Arab Emirates and China. Okay, they are the very closest neighbors of other. We are having trade partnership with them. We are also having some other relationship with them, that the friendship between these countries is increasing day by day. Okay, so in detail we will start our first regional neighbor, that is the Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is basically an island. Okay, it is an island that it is surrounded by water from all sides. Okay, unlike Pakistan is not an island, but Sri Lanka is an island and it is surrounded by water from all sides. So this is a factor, that the climate and all other factors, that it is surrounded by the water, its climatic factors are changed from the other regional neighbor that are present around our country. Okay, the climate is very much wet, okay, and neutral, and this is in the favor of the cultivation of different crops. So you can say that Sri Lanka is an agricultural country, and very common thing that tea is the main export, that tea is exporting to most of the countries of the world by Sri Lanka. Okay. So if we talk about the population is very dense in Sri Lanka, as it is basically a small island, but it is having 65,600 square kilometer and an estimated population of over 22 million people. Okay. This is according to the census of 2015 that was held in Sri Lanka. Okay, and the exact number of the people, that is according to the 20th century 2021, it is not well known. Okay, but it is estimated that during 2015 it was about 22 million people. Okay, basically if we talk about the closest neighbors of Sri Lanka, it is Maldives, and India, Park Strait, and also one of is our country Pakistan. Now if we talk about the geography, the land mass or the geography, okay, the land of the Sri Lanka is divided into three parts according to the elevation. What is the meaning of elevation? That is the height. Okay, the first is known as the plain areas that are not at high elevation. Okay, second are the moving inland, they are slightly higher than the plains. Okay, and they are having some mountains present in these areas, while the third one are the highlands, they are having very high mountains, and that's why according to this elevation these are known as the highlands. Okay, regarding these areas also, the temperature of the different parts that are present in the Sri Lanka also varies. Like in the plains it is hot and wet. Okay, hot is due to the plain areas, while the wet is due to the presence of water around it. while in the moving inland it is some sort of moderate temperature, while in the highland the temperature is very cool. Okay. Next, if we talk about the main cities, the capital city of Sri Lanka is Colombo. Okay, but this is basically combined with another city, that is the Sirijivardhena. Okay, Sirijivardhena and Colombo combines together, as the Colombo is the largest city of the Sri Lanka. Okay, but overall the past capital city of the Sri Lanka was Sirijivardhena, but now in these days, in the recent days, they are collectively known as the capital city of Sri Lanka. Then in recent years, the capital like Colombo itself, it has grown a great deal, and the two cities along with other smaller cities have now merged, and they have creating population of Sri Lanka too much higher, that it is around 5 million. Two other significant cities are Negombo just north of Colombo and Kandy, which is in the southern highlands. Okay. The next, if we talk about the climate, as I have told you, due to the difference in the land mass, the temperature, or you may say the climate of the Sri Lanka also varies from the different land masses. Okay, as I have told you that according to the elevation, according to the as you know that elevation or the latitude and altitude, they are the factors that affecting on the climate of a particular area. So if you talk about this Sri Lanka, the climate is the climate varies from area to area. Like in plain areas, there is somewhat hot weather. In moving inland, the weather is temperate, while in the highland there is plenty of rainfall, and also it is overall wet and moderate. Okay. There are two types of regarding climate of Sri Lanka, there are two types of monsoon season. The first monsoon season, it carries the rain from May to September, and the second monsoon season, that is continues from October to January. Okay, these are the two monsoon seasons that are the particular characteristic of Sri Lanka. Then the culture. If you talk about the culture, the most of the people in the Sri Lanka, they are the Sinhalese. They are the people that are present in the more number in Sri Lanka, while the other people that are present, they are Tamil. Similarly, the languages are also the mostly spoken languages Sinhalese, while the other language is Tamil, but the official language is English. Mostly in the government offices, the English is being spoken. Okay, and if we talk about the Tamil, there are Indian Tamil also present in the Sri Lanka. They are having the language that is known as the Indian Tamil. Okay. Now, if we basically the different, if we talk about the overall culture of the Sri Lanka, the people of the Sri Lanka are very hostile. They are very polite. They usually treat very good behavior. Okay, always they show friendly relationship toward their neighboring countries. Overall, it is a peaceful country. Well, you can take the example of the tsunami, when in 2004, almost 2004 in tsunami, okay, there was too much damage in the Sri Lanka, but Pakistan itself, it shows a very friendly relationship towards Sri Lanka and cooperated with it in different ways. Okay. Finally, if you talk about the imports and occupations, first of all we will regarding occupation we will talk about the agriculture. As I have told you that regarding climate of the Sri Lanka, the climate of the Sri Lanka is very much good towards the cropping, okay, towards the cultivation of crops. It is very good. So the most of the occupation or the most of the people, they are related to the occupation that is related to the agriculture. Most of the people are involved in agriculture. Okay, and the most of the agriculture products are tea, rice, grains, spices, fish, dairy products, and the tea that is exported to overall most of the countries of the world, okay, it is exported from the Sri Lanka, okay. And by using of the agriculture product, definitely there are some service industries, the service industries that are directly depends upon the products that are coming from the agriculture, okay, and these are the definitely industries are taking material from these agriculture sector and then converting into different manufacturing industries, okay. Then the exports. The most of the exports, as I have told you, that tea is the main export of Sri Lanka, while the other agriculture products like rice, spices, grains, oil seeds, they are also exported to different countries. And if you talk about the imports, basically oil and petroleum is the basic import of Sri Lanka. Most of the oil is imported from Iran and other neighboring countries that are having plenty of oil reservoirs in their country, okay. Finally, we will discuss about the internal relationship of Pakistan and Sri Lanka with each other. Sri Lanka and Pakistan have a long and stable relationship. Both countries gained independence from British rule in the late 1940s and were quick to establish diplomatic and trade contacts. As you know that regarding the subcontinent, whole of the subcontinent was being occupied by the British, okay. So, Sri Lanka and Pakistan were the countries that were being occupied at that time by the Britishers, and they got freedom at the same time, and just they started to increase their economy and their development together. So, there is a relation of harmony and friendship among themselves, okay. In 2015, the two countries signed an agreement by which Pakistan would help Sri Lanka establish a nuclear energy plant as well as forge closer cooperation in the areas of defense, shipping and sport. Okay, it is a common observation that you have must seen that there is usually cricket matches are being held between Pakistan and Sri Lanka, and it is also a way to maintain friendly relationship between these two countries, okay. So, this was our topic about our regional neighbors, and today we have discussed about this Sri Lanka, its relationship with Pakistan, and overall you may say that the overall relationship between Pakistan and Sri Lanka is too much good and friendly, okay. This was our topic. Inshallah, in our next class we will discuss about other regional neighbors. You may find the homework question from the web portal, and you may find the answer from the lecture as I have given you today, and as well as from your book, okay. So, have a nice day. For next time, Allah Hafiz.